Virgo, this is your week ahead astrology forecast by Astrology Motivation from Born Without Boundaries. My name is Michelle, guys, and in this video, we're going to go over the major planetary aspects and transits between May 19th and 25th, 2023. I got my notes down here. That's what I'm looking at. And how they impact your natal suns. So you have 30 degrees of natal suns. Like your natal sun could be anywhere from the beginning of Virgo season to the end of Virgo season. Every zodiac sign has 30 degrees on the 360 degree zodiac wheel, because the wheel is a circle. So these different planets are interacting with your natal suns in different ways because they're forming different angles depending on where your natal sun is located on that wheel within the zodiac sign of Virgo. So to get the most accurate read, I'm going to divide these up into 10 portions, which is what astrologers do. The 3 portions. The 3 portions are called decans, and they are groups of 10 degrees. If your natal sun is located between 0 and 9 degrees Virgo, you are Virgo 1. If your natal sun is located between 10 and 19 degrees Virgo, you are Virgo 2. And if your natal sun is located between 20 and 29 degrees Virgo, you are Virgo 3. You don't have to know which degree your natal sun sits. It's okay, because I will be able to provide an estimate of the correlating dates so that you'll know, because you know your birth date. But if you want to be real accurate and you really love astrology, the best place to start is get your free natal chart. And that is, you just Google free natal chart, and so many websites do it. You'll need your birth date, which you already have, your birth time, and your birth location, all of which is on your birth certificate. And then Virgo, you will be available. You will be, I was going to say you will be free, but I was distracted. You will be able to get your free natal chart, is what I wanted to say. So let's start really, really broad and talk about the big stuff that's happening this week. Number one, you have the new moon today. That is May 19th. There's a new moon in Taurus that is at 28 degrees Taurus, right before the sun moves and transits into Gemini, which is another big transit that we have this week. On May 21st, the sun will transit into Gemini, and we will begin Gemini season. Now, this new moon is quite special because it is trine to Pluto, and that means complete and total restart, refreshment. It's like health and healing, resurrection. Think of it as the butterfly side of death and rebirth. This is a real catharsis and a new start. And because Jupiter is also in Taurus, this is abundance. It's almost like your world gets bigger and you have more options available than you thought you had. So you can get a clean slate from a different place. There's a difference. There's some sort of change or shift that happens that opens you up to new varieties. So I'm really excited about this new moon. I think you can tell. It's on the 21st that the sun goes into Gemini. And the sun in Gemini is great energy. It's perfect energy for leading up to the summertime because it is friendly, it's curious, it's sassy, it's witty, it's intellectual, and it's social. So this is actually a really fun place for the sun to be. The sun naturally rules Leo, and Leo is in a natural sextile to Gemini. So there's a natural kind of happiness that goes on. The sun likes to be in Gemini. And then Mars transits out of Cancer into Leo, and that makes Mars very happy because Mars is quite miserable in Cancer. It's just very uncomfortable. But in Leo, now it's confident and it's vital and it's virile and it's got energy and it's got fire back. And we really love Mars in Leo. I really love Mars in Leo. So there's some complicating energies as well. I wouldn't say complicated, powerful. It's powerful. From now until the middle of June, there is a square between Pluto and Jupiter. But the next couple of weeks, that square also includes a direct opposition between Pluto and Mars. So Mars is opposite Pluto, but Pluto and Mars both then are squared to Jupiter. So there's this big almost compression that makes everything combustible in the sky. Something is leaping forward. We want this new start, and there's a bit of relentlessness that's there behind it. As long as we don't let it morph into ruthlessness, that's okay. But just watch out for that energy, because it's beautiful energy, but it can be powerful in a bad way as well. Just an FYI. And then this week, and you'll see that this is interacting with some of your natal suns, we have Venus. We have Venus that's going to conjunct the sun, especially on the 23rd of this month, 23rd of this week. On May 23rd, the moon conjuncts Venus in Cancer, and that's beautiful energy. It's very romantic. It's very tender. But considering Venus is opposite Chiron, that can make us extra vulnerable to feeling not good enough or not beautiful, or having to then deal with our issues surrounding our image, the way that we look, how we feel about the way that we look, our body image, or our relationships, or a financial portfolio. So there could be some emotions that arise around that. Now, it may be good, it may be cathartic, we don't know. With all the other energy around it, it is pushing us forward, so there could be something happy that comes out of it, but let's wait and see. So let's get into what Virgo specifically should be focused on. Mercury, let's start there. Mercury is your ruling dignitary, so Virgos, you always want to know where Mercury is and what it's interacting with, because it will impact you. Mercury is still in Taurus. It is now direct, and it's starting to pick up some speed. Mercury usually moves around like 7 or 8 degrees a week when it's like full speed. Now it's only moving about 3, because it's just starting to get momentum back, but it is moving forward. It'll move between 6 and 9 degrees Taurus. Been in Taurus for a long time because of its retrograde. And it's sextile to Saturn. So this means getting things done when it comes to work, major work opportunities. Go ahead and interview, go ahead and apply, go ahead and present whatever you're going to present, go ahead and open your business. Anything that starts now with a sextile to Saturn will last a long time. People will listen to you. You can put words in motion that will have a long-lasting impact. So it's a great time to sign contracts when it comes to work and business. FYI. Let's go into the decans. So if you are a Virgo 1, your natal sun is between 0 and 9 degrees Virgo. Your birthdays you're basically... you're August Virgos. So between like the 22nd and the 30th of August that's you guys. Your natal suns are going to be square to this new moon, and for the rest of the week it's going to be square to the sun in Gemini. What does that mean? That there will be some challenges to allow yourself to go into these new directions. You can think of it more as you don't like change. But these changes are absolutely cathartic and expanding and growing. So I think the discomfort will be like growing pains for you guys. We also have, since it's a new moon, that could be since it's in Taurus, could be some conflict or contradiction getting the money up, getting the money together, being able to put the money together. That could be it too. I think that you'll learn a lot from these challenges, and I don't think they'll slow you down much. Jupiter is trine your natal sun, so that's really beautiful energy, and that'll last for a while. That'll last for like 2 weeks, and Jupiter will be trine your natal sun. So that means there's abundance. So whatever conflict you come up in, so whatever conflict comes up, you'll actually, it's only creating tension so that you discover the abundance that's waiting for you. You have a long-term opposition to Saturn, which means they're just, something's ruffling your feathers when it comes to growing out your business or your career, trying to figure things out, or maybe you can't figure out the laws now because the laws are always in flux or motion. You'll be dealing with that for the next year. So just an FYI, because Saturn is sextile to Mercury now, there could be a little bit of relief or breakthroughs, or definitely progress that you're discovering because of that irritation. And you have a long-term quincunx to Neptune, but ultimately I don't think that's impacting you that much. Your natal suns are just maybe sometimes the quincunx to Neptune can create creativity, but they also can create frustration or you believing things too quickly, like you being distracted by dreams or being misled very easily. So for the next couple of years, that's something to be aware of. But I don't think, if nothing's really exacerbating Neptune this week is trine to Mars. So I think there's a lot of pushing forward, wanting to go forward, and using your creative mind to be able to do that. So just an FYI. You also are trine to Mercury. So Mercury is sextile to Saturn, and you are trine to Saturn. So Mercury is sextile to Saturn, and your natal suns are trine to Mercury. So that opposition to Saturn isn't going to impact you that horribly this week. It's actually kind of, maybe there's a little bit of relief there. Okay, let's go to Virgo 2s. Virgo 2s, your natal suns are sextile to Venus, which is beautiful, but Venus is square to Chiron. What this means for you guys is you will be able to feel beautiful in ways that you haven't for a long time. There will be a catharsis here. There could also be financial gain or financial opportunity after having to suffer or go through a lot, not expecting it at all. But this could be a wonderful opportunity that you didn't think would happen because of all the associative suffering that's happened up until then. Just an FYI, you're also trine to Uranus, so think outside of the box and be ingenuitive, and that could help you out a lot. Curveballs will actually come in your favor and help you harmonize situations. Look for that energy. Could really work out for you this week. And then we have, Virgo 2s, so your birthdays would probably be between the 1st of September and the 10th, somewhere between then. It's usually like the first week and a half of September. And then the last week and a half of September, so from the 11th or 12th on, right up into that Libra cusp, are Virgo 3s. So Virgo 3s, your natal suns are sextile to Mars. So this is like supercharged sexuality. It's extra vitality. It's extra stamina. Since Mars is in Leo, it's more confidence, more purpose, not asking questions, trusting your life purpose. This is awesome. There's also some physical opportunities. You'll want to be more physical for the next couple of weeks, and use it, do it, allow yourself. You are going to be trine to this new moon. So this is the perfect time, especially sextile to Mars, to take action and start something brand new. You will not be intimidated by this new moon. It will help you launch something that could heal you, help you, and balance out your life. This is a beautiful, harmonious energy for you. Enjoy it and use that vitality from Mars to actually help you launch yourself. And then you have only if you're Libra cusps, you are trine to Pluto, which means you are primed for the next couple of years to be extraordinarily fortunate in change and be ready to be that butterfly. So definitely take advantage of this energy. I love you guys so much, and I hope you will come across to Born Without Boundaries Tarot for your week ahead tarot card reading. Feel free to leave your comments below, like this video, but before you click off, please subscribe to the channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.